Hello. Well, it's that time of year again. Summer's just about behind us. Autumn's just round the corner. We're harvesting vegetables here at Homegrown Veg just about every other day now. And it's at this time of year we can start to think about what we're going to be doing in autumn and winter. So what are we going to be doing in autumn and winter? Well, one of the tasks that I always look forward to is managing and maintaining the soil that's in my raised beds and in my buckets. Every year I cover it with a layer of chop and drop that sits on it, that sits on the soil for the next 4 or 5 months, breaking down in the winter weather. We'll let the rain take the strain. A chop mix of seaweed and leaves and the last cut from the lawn goes on top of the raised beds and the buckets still full of soil to over autumn, over winter, and that'll be ready to go in the spring of next year. And yes, so we need the buckets emptying. We've just about managed that. I have 2 raised beds that are now completely empty, but the bottom raised bed, the last raised bed, has some parsnips in, and we're going to take those parsnips today. I'm not too sure how many there are. There's probably upwards of half a dozen. The variety is called Gladiator, and I think it's a stump-rooted variety. I'm not 100% certain on that. I think it is based on a couple of parsnips I've taken from buckets earlier this year, but these parsnips are coming from the raised beds. Now, one of the things I didn't do this year, which I always do, but I haven't done it this year, I didn't prepare any planting holes for the parsnips. I usually germinate them indoors. I usually then use a coffee table leg that Molly and me found on the seashore some years ago to divot a hole, and I fill that hole with a fine compost that allow a single root to go straight down. It's to try and avoid getting lots of legs, lots of roots on the bottoms of the parsnips. But I'd lost that coffee table leg. I didn't know where it was. And then after I get the parsnips planted, I find it. It's out there now, and I'll use it next year, providing I don't hide it from myself again. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's shoot down the garden. Let's lift these parsnips, bring them up the garden, clean them off, see what we've got, and round this video up. Let's do that. Well, we're back. What do you think? Do you think those parsnips are a stump-rooted variety? They're pretty short, aren't they? All the flesh is at the top end of the parsnip. And since I tidied those legs up, took the legs off, there's a lot of parsnip there, isn't there? A lot of usable parsnip. I mean, let's face it, your standard parsnip with the long, thin root, there's not much you can do with that long, thin root, is there? So I think it's better that most of the parsnip is at the top end, the usable end, don't you? Do you agree? Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think I put my mate Molly to sleep. She's lying in here. I think she's gone to sleep. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.